whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira whakarongo pi kari kari mai. Hare hare mai, o Taringa hare hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
E ngā iwi katoa, tēnā koutou, nau mai hoki mai ki tā tātou kaupapa, ara kia taringa e whakapāho atu nei ko nei te wānanga o te roa. Welcome back everybody, nei māua ko taku hoa nei, te puaheiri snow.
Tēnā koutou katoa.
Nei māua e mihi atu ana, tēnā koutou. We're back with Once Upon a Taima. Engari, before we get into our story, mo te rā nei, we're going to launch our kiwaha. Keep it consistent, ne bro?
Aye, keeping it consistent.
Ko tā tātou kiwaha?
Ai Marika. Marika.
Ai Marika. Marika. Ooh, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, that one.
Yeah, ai Marika.
Tika Marika.
Tika Marika hoki.
Mau e whakamārama te ai Marika.
Well, kia hau nei, ko te ai Marika he, it's to be excessively in agreeance.
Excessive agreeance.
Yeah, and over an enthusiastic agreeance to something.
And I like that, enthusiastic agreeance.
Yeah, so when you are certain about something, or when you support the statement of another, it's ai Marika.
So I could say, someone say, oh, hui was good, eh? Okay, Marika.
Marika, yeah.
Do I have to say I before it, or Marika's okay?
Oh, I don't know. I've heard it used in both ways, but
yep.
Yeah, Marika is.
I like the flow actually of just saying Marika.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
You're saying there's other ways that you use it.
Yeah,
Kia mutu Marika ngā mahi.
Yeah. Mm. I think in that, when you use it in that context, though, I don't think it's a kiwaha.
Okay, it falls into grammar.
Yeah.
But I like that. I like the use of it.
Yeah, like a mutu Marika te hui, like when the hui is over completely. Yeah, but Marika, koina, so
Marika.
At the start of a sentence, or and after somebody says something, or oh, pai taku moe Marika.
Pai Marika.
Oh, pai Marika.
Pai Marika.
Oh, what a nice guy, Marika.
Marika.
We finished? Marika.
Yeah, that's another cool one.
Yeah. Koina e te iwi, Marika. I think we've had a few taitokero kiwaha now.
Yeah, they've crept in a bit.
They have.
Marika.
Look, I put a post up, and I think we discussed it. I'm not aware, I can't remember, because he talk about so many cool things on here. About how some kiwaha on my Facebook, I like using kiwaha from other iwi.
Yeah.
I don't always stick to the kiwaha of my own people. And I feel some of the kiwaha, like Marika, I don't think we've really got one in Tainui that's that short. It's just one word. So for me, it's, something that's easy to use. I like the flow. I like how it rolls off my tongue.
Yeah, and I support that in saying that if you allow yourself just to be stuck to the one iwi you belong to, or, just the kiwaha of another, I think you're limiting yourself to the beauty of all kiwaha.
Koina.
Because you find an understanding of how a people learn or how they use the reo. And even there are kiwaha where they're a general use throughout Māori, but because a certain iwi uses it most, it becomes synonymous with that iwi.
Yeah.
So it's not to say that it's just theirs or it's not one of the other, but you'll hear it most commonly in other places as opposed to others. It's like a buffet and you're going, I only eat the potatoes.
Yeah.
Well, you're missing out on everything else.
Yeah. That's a cool analogy.
Yeah. So koia, use all the kiwaha.
Yeah. Get in there, try everything on that buffet e te whānau.
E te whānau, kainga.
Nō reira, e te iwi, ka huri ki tā tātou kōrero i te rānei, Once Upon a Taima, whakarongo mai. Once upon a Taima, in the settlement of Tauranga Mirumiru, next to the shores of Lake Ngaroto, which is near Te Awamutu, lived two twin daughters, Mahanga of Chief Tuihu and his wife Ngāmuriwai. Their names were Reitu and Reipae, o te iwi o Ngāti Apakura. They were both strikingly beautiful, and as well as being mahanga, or twins, were very good friends. They did everything together. Their life on the pa was hard work, but very rewarding. The kāinga had good crops and hunters, so they were well organised and well stocked, As the Waikato region was plentiful, and nearby iwi traded with each other using the Waipa and Waikato rivers as their commerce highways. Everybody pulled their weight, and everyone was content with a strong wairua of whanaungatanga in the atmosphere. As much as they were happy, both sisters longed for something else. A tāne, a man, to make them his wife.
Reitu, ko kite rānei koe I taku taonga? Have you seen my taonga? I can't find it.
Oh, motaku here. Yeah, I hung it over here on the pakitara while I was tidying last night. Here you go.
Always moving my stuff, nekare.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't help myself. Are you ready for the big day?
I will be when I finish getting dressed. Oh, I don't know, I'm a bit nervous actually. What if he doesn't like us?
He will, sister, he will. We just need to be ourselves.
I wonder what he'll look like. I heard he's totally dreamy.
To you, everything's dreamy though.
Hey, engari mo tēnā, Hako wasn't dreamy. Neither is Hika. Hey, you can talk you and Rapare. He's not exactly easy on the eye, is he?
Oh, aye, that's true. Trying to find a good-looking tāne around here who knows how to treat a wahine? Auware ake.
He's probably going to choose you though, eh?
You don't know that. But even if he does, remember, we'll always be together. I couldn't live without you.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Today was a special day for them, and particularly the Mahanga, as a handsome and clever chief of the northern iwi Ngāpuhi named Ueoneone was coming to visit from Whangape. The purpose of his visit was to formalize an alliance between the two tribes by marrying one of the twins. He was due to arrive, so the villagers were very busy preparing kai and making sure the Mahanga were ready.
Hey, Davey, when Ueoneone gets here, you know what to do. We'll have a pōwhiri. After that, we can haka, sing, and provide him and his caravan a great hakari.
The hangi has just gone in, so by the time we welcome them, it should be just right.
Come out the way. Make sure you've got plenty of wine. They'll be thirsty.
How are we going to know when he's chosen one of them?
You leave that part to me, Ewa. He'll keep it discreet. And probably send for her once he returns home. You just worry about your job.
What if they end up fighting over him, though?
My girls are too strong for that. They will respect his decision.
Just then, their manuhiri, their visitors, arrived. There was much kerfuffle as the villagers quickly took their places to welcome Ueoneone and his travelling crew. After the great hakari, the villagers enjoyed each other's company and got to know the manuhiri from Whangape as they all continued to eat, kōrero, and sing into the night. At last, the mahanga were formally introduced to Ueoneone, and the flirting began.
Kia ora e hine. Pehana koe.
E pai ana, hau. You must be feeling ngenge after your travels. It's a long way from your kāinga.
Ai, Marika. E rangi. Nothing these strong legs can't handle. And I can see it was worth my trouble just to be, well, within your graceful presence.
Ka mutu pia. Fuhu. Those moko on your slim hips must give you extra power for walking too, Ewa.
Marika.
Eventually retiring to the wharepuni late that night, Ueoneone was tired, but he was restless as he thought about the beauty of Reitu. As he lay on his moinga, he heard something at the kiwaha, the doorway of his wharepuni. He sensed someone was standing there.
Reitu, I hana koe ki konei. What are you doing here?
Ewe, kua rongoa hau I te hikonga o te uira. I felt the sparks fly when I first met you.
Ai, Marika, engari taihua. As much as I want to invite you into my moenga, I'm a tira wāwahi whenua. This is my first visit to your people, and I must maintain my mana along with yours.
Ewe, I te moi hurihuri ahau. I was tossing and turning in my sleep thinking of you.
I'm in love with you, Reitu. That I can't deny. But out of respect for your mātua, you must return to your own moenga. Our union needs to happen properly. I'll return home tomorrow, and when I'm finished building our whare, I shall send my great kārearea to collect you.
You promised to send for me?
Ai, Marika, trust me.
Okay, look, I know what you mean. The disrespect. But I'm worried about when you send for me, I'll have to leave Reipae. We've never been apart. I don't feel good about this.
Marika, that's fair enough. When the time comes, you'll know what to do.
Reitu returned to her sleeping mat, to her moenga, and lay awake thinking of her future life with Ueoneone. Where would they live? How many tamariki would they have? But overall, an unanswered fear of leaving her sister remained. In the morning, Ueoneone bid his farewell to the people of Tauranga Mirumiru and left to return home to Te Taitokero. It was no secret that he had chosen Reitu. The attraction between them was obvious, and the disappointment on the face of Reipae was clear. But still she remained supportive of her sister and happy for the love she had found.
Kara whiua. Told you he'd pick you though, eh?
Oh, you did. I didn't think much of him at the time, but then talking to him, he seemed so level-headed and smart. Then seeing him up close, oh, those muscles and his big brown eyes. Whew!
He was kind of smart, eh? I was more into his rape and moko. He was fine, all right, but...
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. You know, it's just... I don't know. What happens when you have to leave?
Well, I've been thinking about it all night.
You have?
Yeah. I thought I'd ask him when he comes if you could come with me.
What? Like as his wife too?
No. That would be weird. More like just as my sister. We're inseparable. You know that.
Yeah, but if it's for the right reasons, we can't be together forever, you know. And this is Chief Ueoneone. You can't turn him down for me.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. Just, wouldn't it be cool if you came too?
I guess. I just didn't think that would be an option.
Well, I'm going to give it a try on the day, okay? Nō reira, kia rite koe, make sure you have your things ready. We don't know when he'll send for me. I mean, us.
2 moons go by and finally the day comes. The mahanga were finishing off their hair ties in the afternoon when they heard a great swishing of air. Looking up, they saw a giant kārearea bearing down on the pā, about to land. The twins hid in fear at first, not realizing that the falcon had come from Ueoneone. The kārearea spoke with a deep, giant voice.
The great chief Ueoneone I am sent by. His wife-to-be, Reitu, I come for.
I'm here, ready to come with you. But I have one condition.
Conditions there are none. Come you will with me. Now.
Paiana, it's just... I want my sister to come with me. We can't be apart. I will not come without her.
Ueoneone knows of this condition, does he?
Well, no, but I'm certain he'll be okay with it once we arrive. Please, kārearea, please?
The kārearea thought about this for a few minutes while the hushed villagers looked on at the situation.
Grant your condition, I will. But stop we must halfway, as I will be carrying 2 of you, not 1.
Thank you, kārearea. You won't regret this. I'll feed you all the hunger you want forever.
And so it was the twins said their teary goodbyes, climbed on the back of the giant kārearea, and flew off to Te Taitokero to find their new future at Whangape.
Woo! What did I tell you, sis? Told you it would work. How cool is this? Look at the view!
Yeah, I'm not sure about this heights thing. I feel a bit bad leaving Mama too. Did you see the look on her face?
Aye, but she knew this day would happen. Plus, we'll see her again soon, at the pakuwha. Didn't you hear? They said they would leave tomorrow to walk up north and join us.
Yeah, that's cool, eh? Hey, look down there. Is that Onerahi?
Onerahi, is it? I could use a rest.
Okay, let's stop here then. This is about halfway, ne?
Close enough. Now we go down.
Kariarea dived almost vertically from the clouds, straight down. The twins held onto his feathers for their life. They landed on a spot next to an awa where cool, clear water flowed. Kariarea and the twins drank thirstily, then rested while the sun went down. While Reipae wandered off to stretch her legs, Reitu noticed how tired Kariarea looked. It was late in the day, and he had flown all the way to Tauranga Mirumiru and back. Here by the river he flopped down in an exhausted heap and was dozing away when Reitu had an idea.
Hey, why don't you just take me from here to Whangape? It'll be much easier just carrying one of us. Then you can return tomorrow to collect Reipae when you've slept and have more strength.
Great idea. Leave we shall now before I fall asleep properly.
Hey, what's this?
Look at him, Reipae. He's shattered. Ue One will be expecting me soon. I think it's best if he takes me the rest of the way and returns for you tomorrow.
Why is that any different? Can't I just come with you now?
Well, you can, but it's much more weight to carry for him, so...
Oh, right. Of course.
The old fears of Reipae losing her sister returned, but she knew this was the best option at the time, so did the noble thing and decided to wait, even though it scared her greatly.
You promise you'll send him back for me?
Ah, Paia, remember, we'll always be together.
What if something happens and I have to wait here forever?
I'll make sure of it myself, Tuahine. Here, take this kai and sleeping mat to keep you warm overnight.
Okay. I don't feel good about this, but I know I have to. Your man will be worried about you if you're much longer. I love you. Be careful.
I love you too, Reipae. Stay safe tonight. Don't worry, okay? Hei konei. See you tomorrow.
Kariarea launched into the sky and swooped off towards the north again, carrying Reitu away to Ue One. The fears of Reipae were correct. They didn't know it at the time, but that was the last time the twins would see each other. One thing that was for sure, Reipae waited for a long time. She stayed by the awa looking to the sky. She followed the river down to the harbour to see if Kariarea had landed there, but to no avail. Reipae waited for months and months, but Kariarea never came back. This is how Whangarei was named, its original name being Te Whanga a Reipae, the waiting of Reipae. Fortunately, Reipae didn't wait alone forever. She came across a pā soon after giving up hope and met o Tāhuhu Pōtiki, whom she married and had a family with. Well, that's one of the famous... Well, I suppose all love stories are famous.
Yeah, all love stories are famous.
But that is... Eti, if you heard that, we've got a special guest that joined us today. And his name is Ten.
Kia ora, Ten.
There he goes. Hara mai, Ten.
Ten pero.
Pero, and he is my dog. Yeah, so that's one of the famed love stories and famed unions, I guess, because of the whakapapa that came from the joining together of the lines of the north and the lines of Tainui.
Yep, with Reitu as well, but as well as the unions that came from Reipae and her union with, who was it?
O Tāhuhu
Pōtiki.
Yeah.
Who was Tainui?
Well, to my knowledge, Tāhuhu or Tāhuhu is named after him in Auckland, or has a connection to that ancestor. Just in regards to the story though with Reitu and Reipae te iwi, you'll find lots of versions.
Yes, yep.
So in this one that we've presented, and with a bit of artistic license, we've taken from some of those versions. For instance, in one of them, they actually follow the Kariarea.
Aye.
And Ue One doesn't even come down to their pā. But in others, he does make the journey down. So we've sort of taken a bit from all of those stories or versions. But the main thing is they got married.
There's a union. We are the products, or we are the hua of those unions.
Koina hoki.
And I think the thing is, when some kōrero are more famed than others, they become romanticised, and of course there are embellishments from time to time.
Absolutely.
But as long as the crux is still there,
Absolutely.
I mean, one can be easily offended as to what version we may say, but the thing is for you to go and research, do your research, and these are but the provoking thoughts, I guess.
Yeah. To inspire you.
To
and
inspire,
get you wondering.
So this is not gospel,
Yeah.
but this is an account.
Yes, an account.
An account.
Paikau tērā. I think it warrants being its own episode, but talking about the traditional courting, I guess,
Aye.
of couples, I roto i te ao Māori i ngā wāomua.
Aye.
And, there's a bit of a play there where, in this account, where Reitu, she wants to spend time, she wants to hop in bed with Ueoneo.
Yeah.
And but because he's a visitor and doesn't want to ruffle any feathers, but there's other stories when that does happen.
When that does happen, yes, when
Hene moa and Tānekai is an example.
Wairaka.
Wairaka.
Yeah.
There were all sorts of tikanga around when a man and a woman were courting one another, when one requested the other's hand in marriage and the whole process. And bringing it back to today, my grandparents and uncles and aunties even, they used to tono.
Aye.
They had to go and tono. They'd hook up, I guess, socially with a woman. And then when they wanted to marry them, the section of the whānau, sometimes the hapu, would go and visit the family of the bride-to-be, hopefully. And there would be a tono.
Yes.
And they would ask for her hand, ask the people for her hand. Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, wow.
Tono. It actually happened, probably wasn't the best place for it to happen. It was at the 21st birthday of one of my cousins, and if she's listening, kia ora cousin. And...
Was she the recipient of this tono, or was it another...
Well, it was her, the tāne she was with at the time.
Aye.
His family came to her 21st. It's quite a big 21st birthday.
Yep.
They got up in the speeches to ask for her hand.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was a bit, because it sort of put her on the spot.
Bit of pressure? Yeah.
It was a bit of pressure, yeah.
Yeah.
There was lots of people there. I think it should have been maybe a bit more private.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's an instance of tono. And then there's other intimate ones I've heard of, like Auntie Ma, who passed away last year. She shared with me when Uncle Rewi, her late husband, he went down to tono for her.
Oh, cool. Wow.
But it was actually his father. And her kuia didn't agree to it at the time because her kuia, I think, was in her hundreds.
Wow.
And she remembered back in those times, in the 1800s, even before the land war period, which is the 1860s, there was some angst between Waikato, Ngāti Maniapoto, and the people of Taranaki because of wars and things like that. And there'd been a big battle down there. And she was reluctant for her mokopuna to be married to someone from Maniapoto, from Tainui. It was just her kuia, herself, and her husband's whānau.
I think one also has to remember to look at these things through a Māori lens. This is not married at first sight.
Yes.
There were a lot of things happening where it wasn't just the union of two people, but the union of two hapu, two iwi.
Absolutely.
It's actually quite a big thing, and I know our whanaunga from India, they still do it from time to time. I think even now, and there's a change now with people are heading to more Western ideas, but still quite prevalent, even in Te Ao Māori, where it would be the parents talking, a kuia would notice the interaction between a boy and a girl, and they may not even be 10 or 12 yet, but they'll be destined to be unified.
Well, sometimes they hadn't even been born.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about taumo e te iwi, so this is when you're betrothed, I guess. Yeah, you could be not even born and you're betrothed to somebody. That's one bit of the story about when Mahinarangi was hapu with Raukawa, and Tūrongoihi, who became the wife of Raukawa, was also in the womb, and apparently the mothers met, and it was there that I taumautia ngā puku.
Wow.
So they were destined to marry one another. That's another aspect of pakuwha, or marriage, is taumo. When you're destined to marry somebody, or and then tono is when you ask the people for the hand of the bride, and then there's I think tomo is the same thing.
Yeah, I was going to ask that, the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think tomo is the action na. One of our koroua, he's in his 80s, and he remembers as a boy there were 2 weddings, to so to speak. The bride would turn up at the gate with her people, and there'd be a pōwhiri. They'd go in the whare. Everyone would sit around in the whare tupuna. Her people was on one side. The bridegroom is on one side, and they'd have mihi in that, and then they'd recount the whakapapa of each.
Aye.
And as they're doing that, the couple are underneath the blanket,
Yep.
and they're doing their thing.
What's that called? The bed? The
Takapau horanui.
takapau horanui. Aye.
Takapau horanui or takapau wharanui. And yeah, so, and I'm thinking, whoa, you know, if that was to happen these days.
Stage fright.
Yeah, exactly. I may not be at liberty to share, but I know that a well-known couple within Te Ao Māori, and I think they were married in the 80s.
Yep.
And this is Dr. Timo Sikaretu relaying to me. He remembers at their wedding, they done the ring and everything. And then afterwards, everybody went into the wharenui, sat around and had mihi and talked about whakapapa. And they were underneath a blanket. Now, according to Timoti, whether they done anything or not, but it was the symbolism of them being under the blanket together with the people surrounding them. Yeah, and my auntie and uncle were married like that as well. My mum's the next eldest in my mum's whānau. They had a Māori wedding. They done the ring and everything like that, and the bride walking down, and they done te taha Māori. It's another space I think Māori need to explore and revive. We've had the revival of lots of things in our culture, or the revisiting, I guess, or the renewal, and then making them applicable and relevant to us today. And matariki is an example, and other things. I don't think we should sit on our laurels and think that we've done everything we can. There are things in our culture that we can revive, and that's one of them.
I think so too, because even now people are having their weddings at marae, be it for the convenience of facilities, but then it'd be up to the couple if they look at revisiting that too, because you know, what is it if you're doing something at the marae? Is it just for that? Nō reira, hea te kupu Pākehā mō te takapau wharanui?
Well, it's actually a type of mat. Yeah, a lot of time went into it, and only chiefly things should be done upon it. So it was a symbol to consummate your marriage.
Consummating bed.
Yeah.
What about dowry?
So my understanding is that like pakuwha is another word for marriage, but pakuwha is another word for partner.
Okay.
And or pakuha to some. Pakuha too is also the word used for a dowry.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing a lot of talking about but just to bring sort of things so people think that this isn't like happened hundreds of years ago. Yeah. But when my kuia and koroua got married, kaumata telling me as little kids they remember her people bringing her on, and as they brought her on, they brought all korowai, mere pounamu and taiaha onto the marae. And that was koina ngā taonga pakuwha or ngā pakuwha. Those were wedding gifts, but dowry to come along with her.
Ka pai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Heruini Parata the other day. He was talking about, I think it was his kuia, and her pakuwha, her dowry was a huia feather.
Wow.
Koina e tahi o nā tikanga.
Yeah,
o tērā mahi.
Not just a toaster or a clock.
Yeah. And sometimes there would be an exchange. So we've had a talk about karakia Māori. And Pakake, he's been asked, I think he's officiated at 2 weddings, and one he ran the whole thing and provided the guidelines to both sides of the whānau. And he done one just a few years ago, and he said to each whānau, after the exchange of ki taurangi or vows, each whānau is to present the other with a taonga pakuwha.
Wow.
Which they will keep as a symbol of the unity of their mokopuna tamariki that have joined together. They had a year or whatever long to organise, and I think one whānau gifted a mere pounamu and the other whānau gifted a kākahu, ka korowai.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were exchanged during the wedding vows or after. Interesting, and I think it's shows that our culture is well alive and vibrant. We're reviving old tikanga, but we're making them applicable, and we're being realistic about how we do it.
I think so too. That's what I like about it, that there are tikanga that we can revive, and they are applicable in this day of age. Actually, probably, I would say, more relevant and more symbolic than what has been done before. Everyone's looking for authentication, and so what is that?
Yeah, it's even fitting, and I mean, we had a conversation with my cousin the other day, because Nahuia was takuwahine. You know, she was being questioned, how come her and I aren't married yet? Yeah. You know, well, we're just eki mau te rā kōrero. Mau te rā pātai, but we're in these confines that, you must get married, and this is how you get married, and this is how you exist as a couple.
Yep.
And even with the ring, and what sort of ring it is, and now there's some couples are practicing tāmoko
rings,
in place of hopefully they don't get a tattoo removal.
Yeah. Well, they won't slip off in the club.
Taku kino. Taku kino Marika.
Marika.
Hoi anō e te iwi, koenei e tahi whakaro e pāna ki te mārena, marriage, I guess, and the coming together of two people, two souls, bringing together of people. And we could talk lots about that, because we haven't covered tatau pounamu and
wakatangata.
Yeah. E rā kōrero katoa. Hoi anō, that's a snippet, and maybe another episode. Maybe Tikanga 101 we can talk about, and maybe actually have someone in the room, even though we've talked about the breaking out of, but maybe have someone in here who's actually married.
Yeah.
Or talk to somebody that's had a Māori marriage. Hoi anō e hoa. We've used a couple of waiata from up your way, te tai tokerau. We've had Rerenga Wairua, and maybe another one, but that's the one I remember. But I think one of the great waiata of te tai tokerau is Toro Mai o Ringa. And why I'll say it's a great one, it's while I like Rerenga Wairua, Toro Mai tō Ringa is a bit more universal.
I think so too.
Who can use it. And I like the whakaaro in there. And again, I won't say it's a go-to, but you can use it in lots of situations and kaupapa and context, and I like tarangi, and I just like it.
Yeah.
And nā wai tito, mōhio koe?
Sir Kingi Matu Taira Ihaka.
Tēnā koe.
Taku whakamo, taku
Tā
mōhio nei.
Kingi Ihaka, he was one of the legends, really, of kapahaka, and one of the founders of what we call te matatini. And when I say founders, one of the pou who was involved in setting up the Polynesian Cultural Festival, as it was called, and he was the tutor of the Angies, they were called, but what their nickname, or the Māori Anglican kapahaka. Yeah, they were called Angies from Auckland anyway. He was a stickler for te reo Māori, stickler for tikanga, and he had some strict views on haka too.
Yes.
Te haka te wahine.
Yes.
Te karaua nei. And tētahi o ana waiata. We'll have to sing another one of his as I like as No Mai, but we'll leave that for another one.
Yeah.
Anei tātou tau waiata, toro mai tō ringa. Whakarongo mai.
Toro mai tō ringa kia hariru, tia tō ringa iafi pono iafi taku tinana. Aue te aroha ki a rātou mā. Aue te aroha au whakaro tōne. Hikitia e ngā iwi ki a rewa ki runga ngā taonga ngā matua. Ua ngaro ki te pō. Aue te aroha ki a rātou mā. Aue te aroha au whakaro tōne. Uratia hi amau, hi aue hi.
Now I know what you're going to say. That's one of your favourite waiata.
Aye, one of the all-time favourites.
It's one of those, we've already talked about tarangi, but it's one that pops in sometimes and I go, we're going to sing Toro Mai.
Aye.
And I actually learned it through my sister, she was doing te Tarangi, and I forget the name of her tutor. She was well known in the Tarangi circles. She tutored at Hawani Waititi
Oh, ka pai.
back in the 90s, Tarangi. Oh. But yeah, anyway, my sister used to come back with all these waiata from te taitokero, and that was one of them, toro mai tōringa.
Ka pai.
Nō reira e te iwi, tēnā koutou. Any finishing comments, te puaheiri?
Ka nui tēnā.
Ai, ka nui tēnā. Marika, ko mutu Marika ngā kōrero.
Ko mutu Marika nei ngā kōrero.
Nō reira, e mihi ana kia koutou katoa tēnā koutou i o koutou taringa, and tune in again from on your phone, on your laptop, whatever you listen to us on, next week. And again, engage with our Facebook page.
Yeah, any pātai?
Yep.
Pātai mai?
Pātai,
Any ideas
whakaro, ideas, you know, and if they, you know,
for once upon a Taima.
if you need to private message us, then that's all right, you know. But yeah, definitely engage there on the pukamata, the Facebook, and yep, we'll be back again soon. Hei ko nā mai.
Ki o, whakarongo ki te tangi a te kori mako. Kōrero flowing at the hook force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā ko nā whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira. Whakarongo pi kari mai, hare mai. O Taringa, hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Taringa. He mea tuku nā te wānanga o Aotearoa. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe. Taringa, whakarongo mai.